Glasses check, face check, no haircut yet. But hey man, say man, what's going on with y'all today, you dig? What's going on? Yes, I'm coming with the energy because I'm hyped. I called it. And I think a lot of people called it. But I called it. You feel me? I called it. I'm so excited. A lot of folks don't know, but if you go look at my previous video, I've said it in plenty of previous videos. James Harden is my favorite player. To this day. I'm so hyped. Because eventually, we're gonna win the ring. I won't say for sure we're gonna win the ring this year. Cause sometimes it takes time to gel. Kevin Durant and James Harden has played before, but that was before James Harden was actually the James Harden he is now, which actually he was still James Harden back then. It's just that Scott Brooks. Hey yo, what the fuck? Had James Harden coming off the bench. You feel me? And honestly, he shouldn't have not been coming off the bench, especially after winning Sixth Man of the Year. A young, very young player in the league. He deserved the opportunity to start. They didn't give him an opportunity to start. You see what Scott Brooks doing in Washington. And that's really not his fault, but it is his fault. I mean, he can, you know what I'm saying? He can call out all the X's and O's, but if they don't go out there and execute. Plus he got Westbrook again as his point guard, and that tell you everything you need to know. You know how I feel about Westbrook. The most overrated player in NBA history. The most overrated player in NBA history. But that's just my personal opinion. Y'all might feel otherwise, but that's just my personal opinion, you dig? But yes, James Harden is now Brooklyn now. I could have been made this video yesterday, but I wanted to really just let my thoughts collect and let all this nonsense come out from all these other media outlets. I'm not a media outlet, but I speak on it, you feel me? So yes, he is now a Brooklyn net. Now, I've heard, yo, how is this going to mesh? How is it going to mesh? You got two ball dominant players. I want y'all to remember, James Harden, when he was in Oklahoma City, he was a slasher. At the same time, he was the point guard. Honestly, I know Kyrie got the better ball handle by about this much, but don't sleep on my boy Harden's handle. Don't sleep on it. He's top three for sure in the league with handle. He get to the basket how he want. And we're not talking about a step back. I'm talking about getting to the basket. You feel me? Getting to the basket. He dribbles how he wants. You feel me? You feel me? He does what he wants. It's hard to guard that man. It looks slow and methodical, but it's effective. You ain't really seeing him get the ball stolen like that when he dribbles. So think about it. You feel me? The moves just so it's just so effortless. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Same way Kyrie's move is effortless. He got more flashy dribbles. That's what I see when Kyrie is more flashy with his dribbles. You feel me? Don't sleep on Harden now, but he's more flashy. But what I would say with the Brooklyn Nets, your point guard, no matter how you slice, you may feel that Kyrie Irving has the better handle, but the better playmaker out of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden is James Harden. No matter how you slice, you might say, oh, he scored a lot of points. But he also gets a lot of assists. His career, I think, is like 8 assists, 7.5, 8 assists, if I'm not mistaken. And he led the league in assists. When has Kevin Durant done that? When has Kyrie Irving done that? I'll wait for you to look it up. Exactly. Thank you. Harden gets a lot of hate because he scores a lot. He gets buckets a lot. People say it's easy. If it was easy, everybody would score 35. If it was easy, everybody would lead the league 3-4 years in a row scoring. If it was easy ever since he been in Houston, everybody would score 27 points a game. You feel me? Everybody would. But everybody ain't doing it. James Harden, there are only a few players in the league that can guarantee your team a playoff spot in the NBA. That's LeBron, James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Giannis. Nobody else that's a standalone superstar can guarantee you a spot in the league for a playoff spot. Curry, no, not by himself. He needs help. You feel me? Bradley Beal, he ain't even showed us he can really just make it there by himself, ever. You feel me? Damian Lillard, I mean, he gotta have help. But CJ McCollum is not nothing to sleep on. But James Harden has made it to the playoffs every year he was in Houston. Every year. Look it up. Every fucking year. Excuse me. Every year he has made it to the playoffs.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts is not facts.
I want this James. I want, listen, we gotta see how this thing gels. But you got Kevin Durant. Bro, you got Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. They're all offensive threats. My bad. They are offensive promises. I promise you, my guy, they're going to go get a bucket. It don't matter where it's coming from. You cannot double team Kevin. Think about it. You cannot double team Kevin Durant. You cannot double team James Harden. You cannot double team Kyrie Irving. So that means you gotta play man-to-man defense. You feel me? And my thing of it is, the whole court is open. It's open. You feel me? A lot of folks not thinking like this. The whole court is open, my guy. The whole court is open. You feel me? And these people may say they're not gonna play defense. They're not doing this. Okay, I want y'all people talking about Jared Allen. Don't get me wrong. My man's is nice. He's a hell of a defender. But their defense was the Brooklyn Nets defense before Harden even came that way was suspect at best. It was barely average. Let's be real. It was barely average. So you saying they don't have rim protection like Jared Allen. But their perimeter D was suspect. But listen, they got like 3 or 4 spots open which they can go get defenders just to play defense. You feel me? There are a few defenders out there that could be put on your team. Like they can go get a Shumpert or something like that, who's not a bad, who can catch and shoot. You feel me? And who's a very good defender. You feel me? If you want a little bit more offense and slightly defense, you got Michael Beasley out there to give Kevin Durant below. And I forgot, I'm not even thinking about what they already have on their team. You feel me? But people not really thinking about, yo, offense. If you, listen, I'll score you and you just playing defense, you can't beat me. You feel me? You in a 7-game series, you're not gonna beat me playing straight defense. Name me the last team that was straight defense that won a championship. Name it, because I believe it might have been the Spurs. That was straight defense. Name other than the Spurs, and that was way back in what, 2014? That was straight defense. Because the Golden State Warriors were not known for defense. They played a little defense. They're not known for defense. The Lakers, come on, man. They're come on. I mean, you could say, I mean, the Lakers won the championship last year, but come on, man. They played in the finals. They played a Heat team that I just don't. You know, then they played, before that they played a Nuggets team that honestly they wasn't ready. They're still missing a piece to get them over the top. A piece. And if they would have probably got James Harden, that probably would have set them right over the top. If they would have got him. That would have put them right where they need to be, Jokic and Harden. And if they would have kept my boy Bobo. I'm still holding out hope for Bobo. Now, I'm gonna make this real quick. I've noticed with the Bobo, they let him start last game, but they only gave him 10 minutes. I don't know if he got hurt or not. I didn't watch the game because I didn't even know he was playing or he was starting or playing because they don't play him. They gave him 10 minutes, but they had him starting. So I don't know if he got hurt or they just gave him 10 minutes. Why make him start but only give him 10 minutes? That's beyond me. That's another story. That's another video. Hey, comment down below if you would like for me to make that video about Bobo. But listen. You got James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. Bro, the whole court is open. And my thing of it is, you gotta let James Harden run the point. He is the better playmaker out of all 3 of those guys. Kyrie Irving, please don't get it confused when I say he's a better playmaker. Yes, Kyrie Irving has a better ball handler, but he does not have better passing vision than James Harden. That is a fact. People want to say, who's the leader of this team? Let me tell you something. It's definitely not Kyrie Irving. But if you want to say, okay, well, the best player has to be the leader of the team. Not necessarily. The best player necessarily does not have to be the leader of the team. But James Harden is a kind of quiet guy. He just goes about his business and he calls it a day. No matter what you gotta say about James Harden, he's slightly overweight. A lot of you guys and females is overweight, talking about how overweight James Harden is. Watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth. That man still out here and run circles around a lot of you folks. These ESPN analysts, these Fox Sports analysts, these radio hosts, this man will run circles around y'all. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a professional athlete. He should always be in shape. Hey, you're a professional talker. You don't always be in shape when you professionally talking. You just be talking out the side of your mouth. And that ain't how you supposed to be. You supposed to talk about straight out that motherfucker. You feel me? But listen, James Harden is going to win a ring. And I know a lot of you folks is haters because they wanted Harden to be the next Barkley. Harden said, "You not finna Barkley me. You not finna Barkley me. I'm gonna make it possible for me to win a ring." Giannis, your chances of winning a ring these next 2 or 3 years, I don't know how long Harden and KD and Kyrie are gonna stay on the Brooklyn Nets. So let's say they stay together for 3 years. Out those 3 years, they will win 2 rings for sure, which would tie Kevin Durant with LeBron James. I know a lot of you folks is LeBron James stands. Y'all are stands. Y'all saying, he's 36. He's 36. You gotta collect all this. But I want y'all to understand this. LeBron played with 2 super teams his damn self and played with AD and won the ring. And a lot of folks, like I've been noticing these lists that come out, they saying AD is top 5. Well, if that's the case, you could also say KD never played with a top 5 player. Because in my book, Curry is not a top 5 player. He is not. Top 5 shooter. Top 2 shooter, not 2. You feel me? Klay Thompson. Come on, man. I used to hate that narrative when they used to say Klay Thompson is better than James Harden. I said, how is this nigga better than James Harden? He's never carried a team by himself. Never. And never probably will. So he never will be better than James Harden. I want that narrative right there to go in the trash can. You feel me? Because that shit is straight garbage can juice. You feel me? It's garbage can juice. You know, I'm just to the point that I'm so excited. I want to see this. Now, I've never bought a jersey in my life, but I also said James Harden is my favorite player. You ask anybody about me, because my cousin was just saying, you the only person I know that go hard for James Harden. No pun intended. Because James Harden has been disrespected unlike any other superstar in NBA history. He is the most disrespected NBA superstar in NBA history. The most disrespected. Oh, he don't play defense. Oh, he's not a team player. But he consistently takes his team to the playoffs. He consistently shows up every game. He does no load management. All your favorite superstars in the NBA that has done load management. James Harden has not done that yet as I speak today. He plays every game. He gives it his all. Now, let's say he ain't gave it his all the last 7 games with the Houston Rockets. Hey, man, I want to get out of there. You're in a relationship. Let's say you're in a relationship right now. And you say, man, I don't know. Shotty really just burnt out, really. And I'm really just, I'm here, but I don't really want to be here. So you messing with your side piece. Your side piece better than your main piece. Because your main piece is burnt out. You feel me? Hey, the James Harden disrespect has to stop now. Because as soon as he win this ring, I don't want to hear no more hate. I don't want to hear no more hate. I want to hear congratulations. You did it. But you know what? They're going to say he was with a big 3. I want you to get the same energy from LeBron. You LeBron stands. He been with 2 big 3s. And I hate the narrative that I'm seeing now. That people are saying, oh, LeBron really didn't play with a big 3 when he was in Miami. Cut the ball! Cut it! Cut it! D-Wade was a top 5 player in the NBA. And Chris Bosh was top 10 in the NBA when they joined. And Chris Bosh was a baller. That year, LeBron melted down against the Mavericks. Guess who was the superstar who was carrying the Heat? It wasn't Wade. It wasn't LeBron. It was Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh showed up every finals that the Heat made it there. So y'all gonna stop that disrespect on Chris Bosh. You feel me? That was a big three, no matter how you slice it. Then you add the greatest shooter at the time, Ray Allen, on your team to win another championship. LeBron has always had a deck stacked for him. Always. But I don't have that same energy. You feel me? Listen, LeBron is great. But every time he has won a championship, he has had to have another superstar or two to win a chip. Or a top 5 shooter of all time on his team. Every time. And that's facts. So start the James Harden hate, start congratulating, because it's just a matter of time till they win a ring. And if they win a ring this year, hey man, give James Harden his flowers. You will not see another offensive threat like him ever again. He is the most offensively gifted player in the NBA. When I say that, I don't mean like dunking and all that. I mean, he can score anywhere. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the video.